Right, we're going to create the code for the graphic. So I'm going to go to my top level algorithm and I'm going to come down to the file size, and I'm going to just simply copy and paste in the algorithm steps. So when I bring it over, I'm going to paste it. I'm going to jump back up and look at the top level algorithm. Now my calculate file size, please remember your top algorithm, each step of these should become a method. So what we've just copied in needs to be a method, and I've said here it's called calculate file size, and if you look at your data dictionary we actually wrote on there it was going to be called calc file size. So for every method, you know this, you type in public void and calc file size. Opened, my wee parenthesis, my begin, and then come down and I'll do my end. Now these are my comment lines, and that makes it much easier because you've already done them. So bits is in here. Now I'd already set up the variables, but we don't have a variable called bits, so I'm just going to declare it within the procedure. Now because it's a variable local to the procedure, it means that I don't have to say that it's private, it's automatically private. Now bits is just going to be height times width times bit depth, so I'm going to make it an int, so I just type int vbits equals, and it's height times width, so it's v height times v width times v bit depth. Now my next one is my file size, so set my file size to bits divided by 8 divided by 1024. So v file size, I've called it size, v size equals v bits divided by 8 divided by 1024. And then I'm just going to go up and straighten it up and then compile it. So that's now that procedure working. The next procedure that I've got to do in here is the loading of the data. Now when we load the data in, it goes into our controller class, but our controller class needs to pass each of the rows of data into one of the graphics so that we get the height, the width and the bit depth. So what I'm going to do here is open up my member, and I'm going to copy the code. So here's my code here, read BMI details, passing in. So I'm just going to copy that and bring it straight across. Please remember, just stop the recording at any time so that you can go and do a task. So I've pasted it in, and now I'm going to change it. BMI details, well it's not the BMI program, it's the BMP, the bitmap. I've still got v height, and do I want that to be a float? Well actually my v height's an integer, so it's not float.parse float, it's integer dot parse int. Now that there is exactly the same as when you're doing an input line. I don't have v weight, I've got v width, and again I'm going to change it to integer dot parse int. My next line is going to be v bit depth, and that's going to be integer dot parse int, because again my bit depth is an int up here and it's still coming from this row data, and this one will be the third position, so of course that's number 0. So that's me, I'm calculating the file size, and here I'm going to be reading the data in. So at that point, that's my graphic. I'm quite happy with it, that it's ready. So make sure that your graphic is at this point.